Here. So today I'm gonna go over the secrets of John D. Rockefeller's success. This is one of our Titan secrets. I mean, Titan secrets series. So John D. Rockefeller, when he was about 16 years old, he got a job as a bookkeeper. So while he was working as a bookkeeper, he really learned the ins and outs of the basic of the bookkeeping in business. And he himself, he said that all the methods and the systems of the office, that's what he learned. And he was really happy about that. And when he was really young, he had two great ambition. One is to make $100,000, which at the time is probably equivalent to $2.69 million in 2018 dollars. And he wanted to live 100 years. And he, fulfilled both his two promises. He made obviously way more than $2.69 million, and also he lived, I believe, close when he passed away when he was like 98 years old. So, he made some money from the bookkeeping, and afterward he started a business selling war produce. And he formed a business with another partner. At the time, he only had $800, and he borrowed $1,000 from his dad, and his dad actually charged him, 10% commission for the money. And the war business really helped him make a lot of money, at the time, because it was the right time. The business was at the right time and right place, and so that's how he made his first part of money. And also at the time, he also paid money donated money to the war, and also he actually paid somebody to take his place to go to the war, because that I guess there was a draft back then, so he was supposed to go to the war. And at the completion of the war, he saw an opportunity in the oil business. So back then, the government was subsidizing oil, and the oil price, is really good. There's good profit. So they were for each barrel you can make like around $5, $6 or something like that. So he got into oil business, the oil refinery business. And back then it was a really good business, because you only had to spend about $1,000 or $1,500 to make a oil refinery business. And hello, thank you, Rudy. And you can actually make about $5 to $6 per barrel of refining the oil. So so he made that business. He made good money in business, and what he did is he started to. So before, he was a partnership with other people, right? And then he bought out the other partners, and so he bought out other partners and formed a company called Standard Oil. And he actually bought out the partner when they were like in auction, and he paid like $75,000 and formed the Standard Oil. So once he had established the Standard Oil, what he then did is so he just kept expanding. So he kept reinvesting the money, and so he kept reinvesting the money back into the business. And also with the money reinvested, and hello Henry, hello Yasmin, and with the money reinvested, he also, with the money borrowed, he started buying out all his competitors. So basically, his approach would be, whenever he goes to his competitors, he would tell them, hey, look at my book, I have all this money, so there's no way you can compete with me. And then he would, he threatened his competitor. He said, if you want to stay in business, I'm gonna drop the price. I'm gonna run you out of business, and by then I'm just gonna buy you at auction, for pennies on a dollar. So if you don't want that to happen, just sell me the business right now. And so that's the tactic he has been using. But he also, among that tactics, he also used other tactics, like he bought all the oil barrels, so the other producers or refineries has no oil barrel to use. He also, controlled the railroad shipping, the shipping cost. So other people had to high shipping costs for for shipping oils, for shipping oil. So there's different tactics he used to get his competitions out of business. So the reason he's so proactive in doing that in the expansion is because he see that the oil is a commodity. As there's really no competitive advantage. The only advantage is the price. So that's why he whenever he had money, even borrow money, he bought out all the other competitors. And he was doing that the whole time. And at one time he was owning like 90 plus of the oil refineries in the entire United States. And so later on, obviously, they hello Elaine. So how was he able to control so much oil companies, so many oil companies? So what they did is, at the time, the lawyer, they came up with an entity called trust. So that's where the trust came from. So they established a trust, and then they put all the companies they bought the share with under the trust. So so basically, he could control all this oil company just with this trust. And later on, the government came in because they were saying that they use a Sherman whatever antitrust law. So basically, they're saying that it's unfair competition. So they broke down the Standard Oil into many of the smaller oil companies you see today on the street, like Chevron, ExxonMobil, all those companies you see, they all actually came from Standard Oil. So the lesson from today's session, it's the following. So the first one is, if you want to reach success in business, you want to get the basic skills, right? The basic business skills, for example, sales, bookkeeping, marketing, and also the second takeaway is you want to know the opportunity. You want to know where's the opportunity and when to get into that opportunity. You want to catch the opportunity. That's what John D. Rockefeller did, right? So he when the war is here, he sold produce in the war and war resources, and when the war is gone, he saw that government was subsidizing in oil, so he got into the oil business. And he see that initially he was gonna do the oil drilling, but then he see that the oil drilling business is kind of volatile, right? Because sometimes you find you succeed in finding oil, you become rich. If you don't, then you lose a lot of money, right? Then he thought about oil refinery business because it's a stable business, right? And so that's so catch the right opportunity. And another takeaway is competition is not really a good thing. Contrary to what the conventional norm is thinking, competition is bad for the business. So if you want to have a really good business, you got to eliminate competition. That's what Elon Musk was saying too. So and initially, so another takeaway is to make good use of capital. So when he made money, he didn't spend it, right? He didn't spend all the money. What he did is he reinvested all the money he made into expanding his business, right? And also he even borrowed money to do the expansion. So he was essentially using the money to make more money, right? And so that's pretty much it. So today we just share with you guys. I just share with you guys the secrets of a John D. Rockefeller success. How he from a good bookkeeper and grown to become the biggest business titan of the world. Okay, thank you so much. Talk to you guys next time. This is Ray Chen.